Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Sagittarius, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So remember, these are general readings, so not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that's just fine. And remember to use your own discernment. Before we start, your key to the week card is the Magician card. So this card has come up for you guys a lot this year, right? It's shown up for you in various different ways, in lots of different guises for various different things. Now remember, in some way, shape or form, this sees you reaching a top spot. For some of you, this could be about something that you're releasing into the world. This could be a powerful week for something that you are wanting to unleash on the world, or bring into being in some way, shape or form. Remember, with the Magician card as well, I almost get this sense that whatever you're doing this week, you're going to be realized or recognized for your expertise, right? So if you find yourself being thrust into the limelight, if you find yourself being ready for something new, be gung-ho about it, right? You've got to get into it. So if you are a continued subby, Rafi loves you. And if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. So before we get into that, your foundation card is the Strength card. So you've got this coupled with the Magician. This could be a powerful week where some sort of miraculous healing takes place on a very physical level. This could be a week where mind over matter really becomes your mantra, right? So this week it's like you're tapping into your physical body more than ever. Maybe you're restarting a regime, maybe you're branding yourself with something new, tattoos, brandings, so maybe you're doing something to your image. This does feel like it's more on almost like the physical level though. So this is maybe you deciding, right, I'm going to upgrade my diet, and so therefore I upgrade my body. For some people as well that I know have reported that by changing their diet and no longer eating meat, their gifts have become stronger. They've become more psychic, they've become more sensitive and more attuned. I can't comment on that for myself because I still eat meat. We'll try to phase it out eventually, but at this moment in time I can't comment on that, but it might be something that you experience. Now there's another thing that comes up with this as well, with that Strength card. For some of you, this could be you have your sights set on some place in Europe, likely to be France, south of France, likely Spain and or Italy. So that could be coming up for some of you. And because it is the Strength card as well, there's a sense this week that it's almost like you're gaining your self-belief back. More than anything else this week, you get your self-belief back, which I think is powerful. For your actions and options, you have the Ace of Wands, right? Pick up your damn pen, whoever it is that needs to hear that, whatever book you're writing, whatever blog you plan to write, whatever play or show that you plan to write. This is the week for you to get started. You've got that Ace of Wands, which gives you that powerful initiatory energy. You couple this with the Magician card, then pick up your pen, whether your pen is the spoken word, the written word, whether it's dance, physicality, especially with that Strength card thrown in the mix earlier as well. There's something here where the words art imitates life. There's something about that this week that I think is really going to ring true for you guys, which is very exciting. For your communications and conversations, you got the Eight of Cups, right? So this actually to me shows me that this week it's likely that you're done with a situation. It's like, I'm not having this conversation again. I'm not going down this path again. I'm not going to go round in circles in some way, shape or form. I think this is a declaration that you guys this week, where you're saying, you know what, I'm done with this experience. I'm done with this conversation. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm not doing it again. I rate you for it. For some of you as well, this could be you letting go of something that you are known for. Maybe walking away from a job, maybe walking away from a title, maybe walking away from some sort of discipline that you are known to be a part of or well into. In some way, shape or form, there is evolution here, which I think is very exciting. So for those of you that work for somebody else, this could literally be you saying, you know what, this. I'm too good at what I do and I'm too undervalued where I am. Powerful stuff, really, for those of you that are and I mean, another way that you could read this as well is that you are going toe to toe with a boss, and maybe you're like, you know what, you've brought this up before and I'm not willing to have this conversation again. I think this is one of the things that when we're employed by other people, we get into that kind of fear mindset, and it's really easy to kind of be like, oh, you know, I can't say that to my boss. No, yes, you fucking can, and sometimes you absolutely should. Whether you're my boss or not doesn't mean that you get to override my basic humanity. When it comes to those of you that are self-employed, business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, etc., I like this. I think in a lot of ways it suggests that you are maybe letting go of some area of expertise, or maybe you're changing something about it, like you're doing something very different than the way that you've done it before. And in a way, because it is the Eight of Cups, you might be letting go of something that is intrinsic to the way that people know you, or what they know you for. I actually think this is very exciting because I'm getting a very Phoenix from the ashes kind of vibe from it. So rock on, Saggies, rock on. For those of you that are retired or no longer working for any reason, I think this is you coming into a newfound sense of your own personal power. And it does suggest to me that this week you may very well be deciding that there is a narrative that is playing out around you that no longer works for you. It's like you're putting your foot down with something. For your love and relations, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. I love this card. Venus in Virgo gets a really bad rap, and maybe that's because it's a good thing for me in the way that it interacts with my chart, but I love this energy. One, because it sees you being really practical about love. Like this week is like, for those of you that are partnered, married, in relationships, you're like, okay, what is working? What is not? What is outdated? What is outworn? What can we do about it? You add to this then the Eight of Cups. I think this is for a lot of Saggies that are in relationships. This is a week where you say to yourself, do you know what? I can let go of that. Like if we've had a petty squabble and, we've both been doing the huffing and sulking in our corners, I'm letting go of that. It also suggests as well that you are prepared to do whatever needs to be done to make the relationship better. I absolutely love this because it means that the lines of communication are clear and they are open, probably more open than they have been in a while. Why? I guess because Mercury being in the sign of Virgo is exalted there. He's happy there, which is great. So I will take it all day long. All right. When it comes to those of you that are single, and for those of you that are partnered, actually, especially under the Ace of Wands, that's sexy. It's sexy, it's fun, it's vibrant, it's very passionate, but it's passionate on the practical level. It's like, I'm at work, I get off in an hour, be ready because I'm gonna do some good damage. It could be that. It could just as easily be, though, that this week you say, you know what, let's pamper us. Let's eat good food, let's lay on the sofa, let's, just be tactile with each other. There's a newfound sense of that this week, and I think the spiritual and the physical, the spirit and the flesh are going to combine this week, but in a really beautiful way. For those of you that are single, yes, there's potential here for meeting people, but just like normal, but more so than normal, like hyper normal, you guys are going to be very anti-bullshit, right? And I think this week it's like, you know what? I'm single, I'm not desperate, right? If you can't come to me with something better than what this is currently offering, and it's not about the stuff, it's never about the stuff with you guys, because you always see beyond, the this. It's not about the stuff. I think it's more, everyone loves banter, but if you haven't got anything more than that, like this week, you want more than substance over style over substance. For your money and materials, you've got the Knight of Swords, right? So this week, when it comes to finances, monies and materials, especially with the Eight of Cups, it looks like you're pulling out of something financially this week, and it might cause a bit of friction. It is the Knight of Swords, so I do need to say, check that you're not doing this, that you're not cutting off your nose to spite your face. Like, if you know that you're paying for something and it does the job, don't just pull out for the sake of trying to get more. I'm not saying that you will, but you get my point. For your physical health and vitality, your hands, your fingers, your arms, and your extremities, especially on the upper body, maybe to a lesser degree on the lower body, just look out for this week. And if you are in a rush, be careful, because the chances are, I don't think this is you that you're going to hurt, although shutting fingers and toes indoors, very possible. But I feel like this is likely to be that you end up breaking something that you love. So just be careful, all right? And then finally, your Human Design Oracle deck card for that powerful new moon that's offering a wonderfully trined energy to your sun, moon or ascendant in Sagittarius, because the new moon's in Leo, so it's trining your own sign, which is great. Yeah, of course, look at that. You got the gate 34 and power. That speaks directly to the Magician as far as I'm concerned. And this card is actually a very powerful one. It's one of the more rare ones in the Human Design energies. The reason being is it sees you tapping into a unique power, one that is all your own, one that nobody can imitate about you, which I absolutely love. There's a really strong sense of authenticity this week, and a sense that you're getting back to yourself in a way that really feels very aligned. All right, with that said, you know I love you. Have a great week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.